Hi everyone, my name is Vincent. I'm a biofeedback practitioner, and I wanted to give you guys hope today by sharing my story with you. I hope that it resonates and take something from it and give it to other people. Enjoy.
I would to share my story and testimony on how quantum biofeedback saved my life. In 2013, I was working a corporate and medical job in the sales division. My job title was a hospital liaison. This required me to work strenuous hours. Practically, I worked 7 days a week. I worked the usual 9 to 5 on weekdays, then worked from home on the weekends to ensure that all my hospitals received their durable medical equipment in order to discharge patients in need of the equipment. Fast forward to 2015, I was involved in a toxic lifestyle. The workload at work increased. And the only way that my body could showcase that it was overwhelmed was by exhibiting alarming signals. One of which started with arrhythmias, which is when your heart starts to accelerate at a higher rate. The normal threshold for the heart rate of any individual is between 60 to 100 beats per minute. One day during my lunch break at work, I experienced an arrhythmia and an additional panic attack. My autonomic system was misfiring, all of which was caused by stress and a plethora of nutrient deficiencies. I suddenly was transported to the nearest emergency room. This was my first experience of poor health. During the oncoming months to years, I took a wild ride. I had been admitted to many different hospitals, sometimes on a weekly basis. Then, I experienced a brutal kidney infection and was administered penicillin. Later, came the severe gastritis, which was diagnosed by a gastroenterologist. Next, I consistently experienced pancreatitis. At this point, my emergency room visits would become more frequent. In 2019, I gained an additional diagnosis of stenosis of the lumbar spine, of the L4, L5 vertebrae. In layman's terms, it is a degenerative lower back disease. Then was diagnosed with small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I was provided a medication called Xifaxan, which I gained relief and temporary advancements. I was finally able to digest my food and no longer had a bloated stomach. However, after that month, the negative effects of this illness increased tenfold. I experienced brain fog and dizziness that kept me bedbound. I was severely constipated. Systemic infections, including gum infections, became frequent. Also, I couldn't digest my food whatsoever. I then was provided a stool test from my gastroenterologist. That resulted in the discovery of having very low levels of pancreatic elastase, which theoretically means I am not producing in pancreatic enzymes. Now, based on this discovery, I was now diagnosed with the term exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. I was then prescribed creatine. Later, I would switch to Zenpip due to its strength and my body rejecting the contents of creatine. I was indeed miserable. I was not until meeting my endocrinologist, based on my consistent very low blood sugar levels, that she brought to my attention that there is a real solution to my pain, one that did not require any pharmaceutical medication. At that point, I had systemic pains and inflammation that expressed itself with piercing pains in my abdomen, back, prostatitis, gum infection, and the list goes on, based on my endocrinologist. I was excited to learn that at least I can stop my systemic pain with zero side effects. Fast forward to the end of 2019, I had adopted a more healthy lifestyle. I had just finished a course in learning about quantum energy and health. I had become certified. I then began my journey and education in frequency medicine with a strong focus on quantum physics. Later, I became certified in the field on quantum biofeedback. And due to my persistent need to find a permanent solution, I found it in biofeedback. I no longer have pain. I live a very healthy lifestyle spiritual, physically, and mentally. My final quote for you is in the Bible verse of Hosea 4:2-6, which states that my people perish from a lack of knowledge. Unfortunately, we are brainwashed in a system that teaches that artificial foods, GMO, and pharmaceutical prescription drugs are the only path, therefore our society is perishing. There has never been any education that exhibits that the body can heal itself if we provide it with the fundamentals. We did not survive in our mother's wombs based on pharmaceutical medications. So why is it propagated that we need drugs in order to survive outside the womb? It is time that we utilize the God-given instruments that are available to us. It may take a little digging, but if you search long enough, you will definitely find the solution. In my case, it was and is quantum biofeedback. Imagine an advanced technology similar to an ultrasound, CT scan, or MRI, only safer and no radiation, that can scan your body and discover the cause of your disease and provide a solution through frequencies and sound waves. It's truly fascinating. I encourage you to check out my website for more information. This may be your final stop in the long search. And if not, you will be even closer than ever. I guarantee it. Thank you for hearing my testimonial and story on how quantum biofeedback saved my life. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message at vincent@iminalking.com. And visit my website, which is www.iminalking.com. It was truly a pleasure sharing my story, and I hope this will inspire you to get closer to your testimony and to share your new knowledge to others. Someone out there is waiting for you to be a beacon of light and hope to them. Remember this, take care, and God bless you.